All right, I am going to do something new, which is basically this is the book one Heaven. This is the book where I copied the correct formatting. This is the new formatting that I need. This is one page here, and then you can go to the bottom, and you'll see there's 2 pages on the bottom. But at the bottom of each of these things you're copying this page. It's a new page, so it's what is it called? A page break. You're copying the page break. So this is really important. This is part of what you're copying. This is literally you're copying this with the page break at the end. Okay? So this is very important that it goes with it. So when you select it, you have to select it from the bottom up and make sure you get that big square at the bottom, that big rectangle. Okay? So then I'm going to show you, I'm going to copy this, Control C, and then we're going to go to the other book, and this is a different book, book 22, and we're going to go here to this. You can see that this has got a heading. It's got one of the headings on it. If you click on it, it's got a heading 2. I want to get rid of that so it doesn't have a heading 2. And if you go to, so both of these have a heading 2 on them, the image and this. So that's why we're getting rid of that. All right, let's see, it's kind of weird. Anyway, so select all of it from the very bottom, and when it's flush to the bottom here, it doesn't have a page break, so you don't have to worry about that. But we want to, if there's a blank page on the right, we want to keep that blank page on the right and make sure we don't interfere with anything changing. So I'm going to paste this page in. Good. And the blank page is still on the right, even though the cursor is blanking here. The blank page is still on the right. Nothing has changed. So, and this is the new one. Does not have the heading. So that's what we wanted. So that's how to do the first page. Now let's go to the end. The end of it, there's 2 pages that I'm changing. These pages have the heading 2. This one up here also has the heading 2. So these are the last 2 pages. So we're going to select all of it, including that page break. You want to make sure you select it, because if a lot of times the page break is centered. If you can see up here, it's centered, and then that makes this little block over here go to the right. So it's kind of weird that you're selecting it, but you have to move your mouse at the end of it in order to select it. So there you go. You move your mouse to the right over here in this margin area, and then you click and drag. So that way you make sure you select it, even that page break if it's centered like it is now. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Let's go back to the Heaven one. I'm gonna hit Control End. This is the button on the keyboard. Control and the End key will break you down to the bottom of the document. All right, that's how I navigate. If you hit Control Home on your keyboard, Control plus the Home key, it will take you to the top of the document. So Control End takes you to the bottom. It's just a nice easy way to get there. So now I'm going to select. I'm going to click on that bottom right area and select both of these pages in the document that is correct. I'm going to click Control C, and I'm going to go back to the other page. All right, now I'm going to select. I started selecting it, and then I'm going to continue selecting it, holding the Shift key down and selecting the entire 2 pages. So now you can do that. If you can do it solid, you can just do it all in one, but you can also select it partially, and since you started down here, if you hold the Shift key down, it will select that entire area, and then just paste it in, and then it's perfect. Now it's perfect, and you can see that now the page break is on the left. All right, it's going to the left, because that's how you can know for sure that you did it right. And so anyway, that's how you know for sure, because each of these pages has a page break, and we need those page breaks in there, because if I ever do any automation, we need to keep the page breaks as part of the page, so that it makes it easy for me to do my automations later if I ever need to change these pages, which will really help me out. So that's why I'm hiring you, so that you can make sure that we keep these page breaks in place, so when it pastes it in, that's really the goal. The reason why I'm asking for your help is so that we can paste the new content in, and it has the page break that I can use programming later, and I can change any of the stuff out later if I ever want to in a really easy way. So alright, so now we're saving this, and I showed you how to do that once. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing. Control Home, and then select this. This is in the good document. I'm going to go to one more document that's open. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it a few times. Okay, that was, I pasted it in, and it still has the blank page. Very good. Now let's go and do the bottom part. Control End, go down to the bottom. This is in the good document. That has what we want, so I'm going to copy both pages. Going back to the other document. Now we got to go to the bottom. Control End, and then we're going to go and get those two pages, including the page breaks, and paste it in. And nothing has changed, so you know you're good. You know you're good if you select. You know you're good if you can select this like that to the left of that little button that says Control for Paste Options. If you put your mouse and you have that's how you verify that the page break is there. If you click here, you drag to the left, and you can see that thing. So anyway, that's the second time. We're going to do it a couple more times. Let me go and open a couple more. Let's see. So that was 22 and 23. Let's try 122 and 23. I'll open both of those, and then we'll do those. I'm just checking to see if they have different formatting, so that you know. Looks like so far everything's pretty consistent. Okay, so book 1, this has the, let me go back to the home, Control Home. Let me go back and copy this. Very good, it's got the page break, so we know we're good. Go back to 122, and I'm going to paste this right over. Bam, good. Still has the blank page, very good. And then, sorry about that. And then next thing is Control End to go to the bottom. Control End and get these two pages all at once. There we go. Nothing's changed. Blank pages are still there. And check to see if it has the page break. It does. Okay, good. Very good. Now we can close that one. And then go back to the home. Control Home. Here's the good one again. Go to that other page. And then paste. Everything's still the same. Good. So, then go to the end. Go to the end. I'm doing the good one. Get this stuff. Paste it right in. Make sure you get the last page break. See, I mean, sometimes it's hard for me to remember where I click, but I think I guess if you click anywhere in this area, it will select the page break. But if you click there, it won't. So you have to click at least in the middle of the page break to get the page break. So that's enough area. You have to click anywhere in there. So it will still select the page break. Alright, I'm going to paste it in. Nothing's changed. Verify that there's a page break. Okay, there you go. Good. And then let's do another one. I'm going to do one that's like 222. Or so is that good enough? Let's do 322. And then 323. Okay. Now let's go back and get the first page. Just verify. I'm just doing so many, so we make sure that the different times that I set up these documents, it uses the same method. The same document, the same on the left here. These pages I paste in. It looks good. And then you go to the bottom, going to the bottom, selecting these, going to, trying to get them at one page to make it easier. Okay, good. Page break is still there. Alright. it looks like the formatting of these pages is exactly the same, which is exactly what we want. We want them to be consistent so that it's easy to do it, so that it's reliable, so that the end result is a perfect copy with the page break. So it looks like it is, so I'm glad. So we go here, paste it in, good, nothing changed to the end. Okay, to the end here. Alright, good, good. So if you ever paste it in and you miss the page break, it will happen, something else will happen. Let's see what would happen. You miss the page break, you get an extra page showing up. So that means just Control Z that, undo that, and then select the whole thing again. Just select the whole thing again, and then nothing has changed. So that's how you can verify if there's any problem. If you see something change and then you know you didn't select the right stuff. Okay, it's pretty simple. Okay, so that's what I'm going to have you do, and that will help me out a lot. So I will really appreciate it. And then I'm going to give you a certain number of files that you feel it makes sense for what you were already going to be doing, the amount of work you were already doing before, and hopefully you can help me out. So thank you, and that's it. All right.